The real estate industry is in an interesting situation. We're in a sea of change, and it's being led by technology. Let me kind of walk you through where I think we are today. We started out as real estate agents, and the only way we got information was through the MLS book. You got it every week, and you used that book to get the information on what was available in the market, and you shared that with the consumer. By the way, that doesn't exist anymore. And then we have the tech-enabled agent. So if you think about that, that's the basic example of that so far has simply been MLS online. The agent is still at the middle of the service chain to the consumer. And then all of a sudden, we have the agent-enabled tech. And probably Realtor.com, Zillow, businesses like that where the agent is actually used to generate the data, but the actual star of the service being provided is the technology itself. And then we have what some people predict in a lot of industries is that all that goes away and we're just left with tech, which gathers it and delivers it. That's not going to happen. This is not coming back. So we're left with only two models for the future for how the real estate agent and technology interact. The first option is, of course, is the tech-enabled agent, where the agent is the fiduciary and provides the value, and tech enables them to do that at an amazing experience level. The other one is the agent-enabled tech, which is really where the technology is the star of the service and the agent is really just a functionary providing it. In the end, we're left with a box, and you get to decide. Do you want to be the fiduciary real estate agent that the functionary tech enables you, or do you want to be the functionary agent and you enable the fiduciary tech? You get to decide.
Companies are nothing more than people. People create everything inside an organization. And what's going to make us better in the long term is the way that our people think. Our goal is to tap the way people think and put it to use for everybody.
Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech.
To break and rebuild the entire command system, which is what we call the lab process.
Saying, okay, tell us what works, tell us what doesn't.
There were a lot of, can we do this, can we do that? The answer is always going to be yes.
I feel like I designed it.
I really want to show you some updates and products, mostly command.
Our agents can be smarter.
I'm not doing multiple data entry and things aren't falling through the cracks. They're all in one place.
Now we can focus on the relationship with the clients.
I like to call it high tech and high touch.
We're creating the industry's first innovation partnership with all of the agents out there.
I feel like I'm on the cutting edge of my profession.
This is for the agents. This is for the people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
They invest in not just the technology, but also in the people in the company.
Command makes my life easy.
So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
I'm so excited that the #1 team in Katy, Texas, been in the business for about 10 years, $140 million in production. The Gaydon team, formerly with Clayton Nash Real Estate, is joining Keller Williams Signature. In addition, the Norberto Lopez team is joining us after being at RE/MAX for 28 years. These guys mesh right in.
I was actually at Keller Williams 6 years ago and then came back, and I'll be honest with you as to the reason why. I shopped brokerages around, and whoever was willing to give me the best deal is where I went. I got to a point where the best deal didn't make that much of a difference to the bottom line. It became about environment, culture, support, and technology. What it was about Keller Williams, or what was the deciding factor, was Keller Offers. I think it's going to be a tool that ultimately pushes these disruptors out and makes it easier for us to stay central to the transaction. Command is going to be huge. We're really excited to streamline a lot of the other systems we're using, put them all in a central hub, and make everything much easier and more manageable. Having the Keller Williams brand behind us has already been instrumental in cementing and furthering those relationships with not only our new construction clients that we have, but our residential clients as well. Here I am back at Keller Williams because it offers industry-leading support, industry-leading technology, industry-leading leadership.
All started early this year. I was in a group of people calling each other, practicing scripts every morning. And I realized that all the Keller Williams agents were very sharp, very well trained. And then I started digging into Keller Williams. I found support, we found training, I found people that care about me, especially they make you feel like you are part of a family. So all those things were missing in RE/MAX. It is probably the most exciting time that I ever had in 28 years of real estate, because I found what we were looking for, what was missing. The only regret is not to have done this move earlier.
A few years ago, we gathered all the smartest people we knew: agents, market centers and regional leaders, technologists, data scientists, and asked them some big questions. What does it look like when technology is simple, smarter, and more human? How can we ensure agents stay at the center of the transaction where their clients want them? How do we accomplish this while eliminating the cost? It's called Command, and it's going to change the way we do business. Start by adding contacts directly, or through a simple voice command with Kelly. All calls, texts, notes, and any other customized fields are synced automatically across all platforms. When you add a new contact to Command, a neighborhood is automatically associated with their address. That way you can share the most pertinent information, such as migration patterns or median home price. Marketing materials have evolved from one-to-many to one-to-one, providing value at the home and neighborhood level for everyone in your database. And with Command, your business is not restricted by IDX. Wherever your clients are, there you are. Another challenge agents identified was the complexity added to the transaction by piecing together different systems connected by spreadsheets. We solved this by ensuring Command aggregated offers, documents, and communications with your client and broker, all in one place. Get a quick overview of your listings, appointments, contracts, closed deals, revenue projections, and customized reporting. Command shines a light on your business so you're never left in the dark. Housed within the Command dashboard is Lead Accelerator, an intelligent marketing tool. Get leads through ROI and AI-optimized ad campaigns across Facebook, Instagram, Google AdWords, Twitter, and an ever-growing list of channels in seconds. And campaigns aren't limited to the digital space. Quickly set up and deploy a modern print marketing campaign to specific homes identified based on your criteria. That means brand awareness grows and leads flow faster with far less spend. And if you think you have to be a computer scientist to take advantage, rest assured, because Command was built hand in hand with agents. It's designed to be used by agents, by you. Simple, smart, human. Command puts you in control of your database, your business, and your future. It's time to take command.
Welcome to This Month in Real Estate for September 2019. Here are just a few of the national real estate numbers we're tracking for you right now. According to the National Association of Realtors, the number of projected home sales rose to 5.4 million. And the national median home price for existing homes decreased to $280,800. That's down 1.6% from last month, and up 4.3% from this same time last year. Finally, according to Freddie Mac, the national average for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is up from last month to 3.81%. To learn more about how these numbers affect you, contact your local real estate professional today.
Kelly, what am I doing today? Kelly, add a local insight. Kelly, what am I doing tomorrow?
Keller Williams Realty has engineered a company that put people first, from how they do their businesses to how they expand those businesses. A higher level of thinking is being required by everyone.
I get a lot of phone calls and questions from people who constantly ask me, who are these guys, Keller Williams?
So in 1987, we did something that had never been done before in the real estate business. A compensation plan that rewarded our associates for building the business, and that's profit share.
You were right there at the beginning of profit share. We were rebels. First, it was real estate agents gaining leverage through adding people to their business and creating what's been called teams. You know, 20-something years ago, people told me I was an idiot. Maybe 89 or 90, we would try to support real estate agents duplicating themselves. The industry and even the real estate agent themselves was not ready for that dialogue.
Expansion is nothing more than one simple thing, and that is taking your lead generation and your admin to additional locations.
Why is e-commerce the inevitable future? Because it's the natural extension of the information age. Someone took your data because they had control of it and turned it into free data that you lost control over. Happened right underneath your nose.
We're living in a time where technology is rewriting the rules for just about everything. We are not a real estate company anymore, and we're a technology company who is building the real estate platform that our agents and their customers will prefer to use.
Keller Williams, you know, this real estate company totally reinventing itself, coming up with what the machine learning problems are they should be solving, and then coming up with what data they need for those machine learning problems to be solved, and then prioritizing by where's the bang for the buck and figuring out how to do it in parallel.
When I made the comment back, I guess, at family reunion or even before that, and I said we're a technology company, boy, you would have thought I'd have said the weirdest thing, right? People were going, "You're an idiot, Keller."
Well, you said it, and no one knew exactly what you were building.
Well, I didn't want them to know.
Yeah. But it was quite a declaration. I'm spending $1 billion in technology. You would automatically...
Okay, so if I let someone build my technology for me, what do I own? Amazon owns their software. Facebook owns their software. Yes?
Yeah.
Netflix owns their software, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would we tell the real estate agent, don't own your software? Or don't let your company you're in partnership with, why would we tell them not to own it?
Price you pay for getting where we are is you look stupid for about 4 years.
The world itself and most of the people in it really don't care if you think big or not, and many of them, maybe even most of them, will profit tremendously if you think small. So I'm ready to rewrite the rules if you are.
So as a real estate agent, Command is really going to help my business in so many ways. It's going to streamline the transaction with the opportunities feature, which is going to allow me and my other agents to see our pipeline in real time. It's going to allow us to see what our commission is going to be by the end of the month. It's going to hold us accountable. And the great thing about being able to see what your pipeline looks like for the rest of the month gives you that motivation to keep going and to always strive for more. Over the last year or so, there's new energy that's been pumped into the company. There is just such excitement for the technology, seeing it become the system that we've all been building together. What's coming next? Like, what's the next update on Command gonna be? You know, how is the next thing gonna change my business? It's really exciting.
So the tech battle for the real estate industry finds itself kind of in the box of the fourth industrial revolution. So what's the fourth industrial revolution? Well, it's been defined as hardware plus software plus the cloud plus data plus AI. So if we go back and look at this as kind of a line of history, we can say that, okay, hardware shows up first, and then they say, well, what do we do with it? And then software was invented. And then the cloud service was invented because we needed additional data storage space. So the cloud was invented. So we have this. By the way, this is a commodity today. If you start any business anywhere on the planet, for just a few dollars, you can buy inexpensive hardware, software that could basically do what you needed it to do for your business, and you could go buy a very inexpensive cloud service. Okay, that's a commodity. The battle is over data and artificial intelligence. So understand that the artificial intelligence, again, is software that has the ability to make decisions, give you better advice, but more importantly, make a better experience. When you think about Netflix and the fact that when you open your account and it's unique to you, that's artificial intelligence. When you think about the experience that you have around a lot of the sites that you might use on the internet and you notice that it kind of shape shifts over time, that's artificial intelligence. Just a simple example. So if artificial intelligence is fed by data, then at the end of the day, the business person who is going to win the battle of the fourth industrial revolution is going to be the business person who has access to the most amount of data powered by the most powerful artificial intelligence.
My lab's experience started at family reunion last year. I attended Gary Keller's vision speech where our vision as a tech company was laid out for us. Right there and then, I went to every tech session, I downloaded Kelly, and I started using it. As I started using it, I started breaking it, submitting feedback, and was committed to making it better. I am one of those people that spends a lot of money on a bunch of systems. I have different CRMs for leads, for buyer leads, for seller leads, for Facebook leads, not to mention my email, my phone, and then after all that, I have a spreadsheet that manages my business. So what's working is slowly, one by one, I am canceling these systems and putting everything in command. Not only am I saving money with different systems, but having everything in one place and not having to do multiple data entry and having things fall through the cracks has been huge. Referrals for me has been a game changer. Before Kelly and Command, I was managing by Post-it note or by my whiteboard. I had to remember and remind my assistant that, hey, we have to pay out this referral. Now, regardless if it's a KW agent or not, I'm tracking all referrals in one place. Before it was just sort of, oh, the phone rang, I have a referral. Now I have a referral strategy and I have a way to manage it that isn't manual. One of my favorite things is the integration with Gmail. Today, for example, I was looking at a contact in Command and I had gotten an email in my Gmail from this contact. She's starting a nonprofit, she was sending a message. If I go to her contact in Command, that email interaction's already recorded. So then I can make further notes that, oh, I'm gonna call her, send her a note, etc., based on that interaction. I don't have to sit there and go, oh, who did I talk to? Let me go in there and add an update. It's updating automatically based on how I communicate with her. So I think one of the misnomers about technology, every time you read about disruption and innovation, I don't know, I think you feel like your whole life and your whole world's going to be managed by robots, and that is not the case. For me, the human element is something that has to come with tech. I like to call it high tech and high touch. You need the tech piece to be efficient, but that efficiency gives you time to go out there and be belly to belly with your clients.
One of the things I love about this organization is the fact that they're so committed to improving upon the systems, the processes, and the models of Keller Williams that they've implemented what's called the lab experience, the lab process, which Josh and Gary have really put together an experience to continue to break and rebuild the entire command system. They're not afraid of feedback that they need to hear in order to make the product better. So our team has worked hand in hand with Josh and his team to make it better for all the associates within Keller Williams. One of the things that's working really well now is Snaps, which allows you to grab local information and be able to provide it to your clients as a way of adding additional value to them so that you're becoming the expert in that area. One of the neat things about Command is the simplicity in the system in itself. From somebody who's running more than 20 different teams and locations, one of the key aspects of this is providing up-to-minute information and data on contracts, on pendings, on company dollar, on how many green sheets are being written. So I don't have to go drive back to an office to pull up this information. You can be at your house, you can be on your boat, you can be in your office, you can be in Starbucks, and you're gonna be able to accomplish the results that you need. And when Command allows you to be able to send a smart plan to everybody across a series of locations, it allows you to leverage an organization to be able to grow and to be able to maintain a higher level of customer satisfaction. That's why I'm just really excited about the platform that Keller Williams is building. They're committed to fixing all of the components in real time so that we can go out there and be the most impactful real estate professional with the human interaction and also live the life that we've been dreaming of.
Keller Williams was kind of a cultural experiment. At the end of the day, I wanted to see if I could build an organization that put people first.
The Y4C2Ts was the first time in my life that I'd seen a company actually express their value system and what they believed in on paper. As soon as I heard about the economic model and how they were going to share with all the people that helped build the company, I actually said, this will be the #1 company in the world.
You are focused on value and you are living the culture. Now is the time to bring up the intensity. We are one family and we have one mission to help your businesses grow.
Real estate is about helping people with one of the most fundamental aspects of their lives, home. And you are the expert they turn to. And not just when someone buys or sells, but before, after, and all the little spaces in between. So it can be frustrating when you don't have the time or technology to know when someone needs your help. And when you miss that opportunity, it creates a gap that someone or something else can step into. So let's close that gap and give you the time and technology you need to build high-quality relationships with more people. Let's join forces and demand our technology not replace us, but help us be more human, more present, more everything. Let's take command, Built exclusively by and for Keller Williams agents, Command is your do-it-all, do-it-quickly, people-centric, less stress, more time, end-to-end platform to grow your relationships, your pipeline, and your market share. Whew! Luckily, using it is a lot easier than explaining everything it does, but let's give it a try. Organize, customize, and sync all your contacts. Group them however you want. Know exactly who to reach out to, when, and about the things they really care about. Send personalized, neighborhood-centric, just-in-time marketing materials in a snap. Have more conversations, build more relationships, earn more business. Say, "Hey Kelly," and escape from your desk in the office. Add a new contact, log notes, and sync everything while on the go. Seamlessly and transparently source, send, and manage referrals through one of the world's largest and most profitable referral networks. Deploy an ROI-maximized ad campaign across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter in like 30 seconds. Integrate the systems and tools you already use every day. Automate paperwork and background tasks. Access real-time revenue projections, end-to-end ROI insights, and goal tracking to get a bird's eye view of your business. Have more conversations, build more relationships, earn more business. Command empowers you to be a better agent by giving you more time, more value, and more freedom. And best of all, it ensures you and your relationship with your clients remain at the heart of real estate, where you belong.
If we're going to build the most powerful real estate technology platform, we're going to start by building the most powerful industry-specific cloud service we can, the most industry-specific artificial intelligence we can. And this is going to be our innovation engine. Now we're going to look at the real estate industry, and we're going to realize there are three key players. There's the consumer, the agent, and the market center. Now we call them the virtual consumer, virtual agent, and the virtual market center because it's very informative to us. What we believe is that today, literally all consumers, no matter what they're consuming, they will start their search, their information or buying process online. So it's virtual. So we believe it's virtually based, physically enhanced is the way the world essentially is operating today. So we have to have a platform to run the virtual market center. We call that CloudMart. Then you have Connect. So how do we create a platform for the real estate agent and the market center to communicate and services be provided? And we call that Connect. And then we have Command. So Command would be your CRM, right? Now, if you think about this, what's really changing about CRMs is that CRMs today, a lot of them are what we would say somewhat dumb, meaning that they're not plugged in to a cloud service and being run by artificial intelligence. So here's a good example of how these things work in harmony. So let's assume that you took an education class on Connect, and you actually knew that what your production was before or after. Better yet, you knew all the classes that real estate agents took, and you knew all the production before and after. So all of a sudden, you could see recommendations that said, hey, based on where you are in your production this year, people that got to the next level found success with these three classes, and here's the schedule, would you like to enroll? Now that's just a simple little example of how artificial intelligence becomes kind of a concierge virtual assistant for you. So let's jump into Command. So let's look at a CRM. So imagine that now what we have is our CRM is really just a set of smart tasks or smart plans. All the data is down here. It's not up in the CRM. So imagine again that you've created a smart plan, but because we know all the smart plans that are being executed and we know all the production from the individuals that are using the smart plans, we could come back and say, by the way, for that price listing that you just took, plan number 3 is selling homes in less than 30 days. You might want to try that one. They give you an example of it can do that because it is connected. Then we would jump over what we call Grow. And Grow is just our accelerators. This idea of lead generation. We started with a Facebook accelerator, and we'll move on to the other accelerators as time permits. And then the last one is we have to have a consumer platform. Ignore everything you know about KW.com, because in our minds and in the workshops, we've left that behind. It will be a new experience built on voyeurism to search, to buying, to contract, to close, and then to ownership. And that's kind of the bigger vision. Now here's the thing you need to realize. All of this that I've put on this board already exists. A lot of people go, well, they're not a technology company, they don't know how to build things, and that's just pie in the sky. No, actually this is now over 2 years old. This is over a year and a half old. This has already been operating in 22 countries outside of the United States, and we're now bringing it back there. This, by the way, is exactly what Referrals is built on. Command has already been built and is being tested in labs at this moment. Grow, we've been doing our Facebook Accelerator for over a year, and you'd be interested to know that in our test against real estate agents that we increased the efficiency of the dollars spent by 50%, on average of 50%. In other words, our accelerator beat the agent spend every time, and on average was 50% more effective. And the consumer, yeah, we've been on that for 18 months. We have a working prototype of our new consumer platform. So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
Local realtors are taking a day off from selling homes.
Instead of closing on houses, agents will spend the day doing a service project.
Employees from Keller Williams took part in a Red Day.
It stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate.
Great to get out in the communities and donate our time
to show the community that we are supporting them.
Because that is part of our culture, to give back.
More than 75 volunteers got involved.
Today, volunteers gathered at VFW Post 97.
Cleaning up trash.
Help bathe, walk, and socialize the shelter dogs.
Employees served up burgers to benefit a number of area nonprofits.
Agents from Lubbock will volunteer at the Salvation Army.
Today they helped spruce up the Highland Park Church.
The group helped with indoor and outdoor projects for families left homeless.
This is our way to give back to the community that really has supported us through service.
The labs experience has been wonderful because Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech. Every time we come down and we do a lab, they're taking our suggestions, they're going back, and they're actually making those changes within a couple of weeks. The next time we came back into the labs, we saw those changes made. And what I love about what they're building is they're keeping it real simple. That means that our agents can be smarter. When they don't have to spend all that time looking up the data, they don't have to worry about, what are the comparables telling us. Now we can focus on the relationship. It just makes them more human. Another part of Command that I'm really excited about is smart plans. It's really going to automate so much of our business when it's very easy to edit information, create tasks, and to build that on the fly while you're in the car or you just met somebody at a networking event. That's huge in this real estate industry. That is a game changer, really exciting. What we'd like to see more on the app for the agents is it really becomes their dashboard, their home screen, more of the data, the metrics, the top leads to call. We're really excited about what the future holds because they're going to continue that labs process. So the technology supports our agents to go into this next industrial revolution and really make a huge impact with our clients and do real estate in a way that hasn't been done before.